Call to the booth. The Broncos offseason is underway. They got a lot of cap room. How should they spend it? And we got our playoff picks. Paul, drop that beat.
Call to the booth, Harrison Sanford with Aqib Talib right here on Altitude TV. And if you don't catch us here, make sure you check us on your podcast app. Have to talk about a bunch of free agents that the Broncos are dealing with this offseason. But first, the biggest free agent is the head coaching position, the biggest opening at least. And Aqib knows his football pretty well. And with that opening still being there, maybe you give it a try.
Man, I wish I got a call, man. I seen my dog Mayo getting the interview. That kind of brought me back to reality, man. I said, man, well, maybe Lee need to get into this coaching thing, man. I'm a pretty good leader, right? I know football. I have my hands all over the defense, you know what I'm saying? I know how to attack other defenses, so I can help the offensive coordinator. You know? Hey, John, I'm free, man. I don't know about that clock right now. That's the main thing. That coaching clock, it's crazy, bro. You're going to be at work all damn day. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, Harrison. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I think one day I'm going to get into this coaching stuff, man, for real. I'm going to get into it one day. Now, I don't know about today, but one day, Harrison, I'm going to get into it.
I like that. Well, put on your GM cap for us, too, while you're at it.
All right, let's do it.
Broncos have $48.5 million in cap space this offseason. They have 5 picks in the first 100 draft selections. They can make some real moves this offseason. I'm going to name some free agents that they have. You tell me if they should come back.
Yeah.
I'll do the combination of Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock.
Keep Teddy, man. Bring Teddy back. His number would probably be I think it's like $4 million or something this year. It's not much. You bring Teddy back, man. You have a solid backup. If something happened to your new starter that you want to get, you got a solid backup in Teddy.
And then, so that would be a no for Drew Lock. Moving on to, makes sense. All right, let's go to the some defensive players here and in the secondary, so you would know well. Should they bring back 29-year-old Kyle Fuller?
Had a rough year. He probably had his roughest year of his career, in my opinion. Gave up like 6 or 7 tubs, probably like 600, 700 yards. And then you got Darby under contract. A lot of dead money if you cut Darby, man. So you almost got to keep Darby. Just gave him that 3-year 30. I'll rock out with Darby and Surtain. I'll let Fuller go.
So that does that also mean that you let go of 30-year-old Bryce Callahan, who was pretty solid in the slot this year?
I think it's a lot of young guys out there, man. Bryce Callahan, he's been there for a while. I think if you was going to turn that corner and emerge as like a Chris Harris type of nickel or something, I think it would have happened by now, man. So it's young guys out there that you could bring in, could come in and learn this nickel and play the nickel. I'll let Fuller and Callahan go and keep Darby, keep Surtain, and rebuild 3rd, 4th, 5th corner.
Well, if that being said, let's stay with the defensive side of the ball. Kareem Jackson, another part of that secondary.
Bring Kareem Jackson back, man. Him tandem with Justin Simmons in the back end. I think that's where it started. Start up front with that rush, but with them 2 guys on that back end, man, that's great leadership. That's a lot of knowledge, a lot of effort, man. He'll come down and hit you. You see him, he already came down, knocked Juju out for the season. He's still bringing that fire now. Keep Kareem Jackson. You need him on that defense.
Obviously, every Bronco fan should be excited for the career of Javonte Williams. There's also still Melvin Gordon, who served as a nice 1-2 punch with him. Do you bring him back?
I think just like you found Jamal Williams, man, you're gonna find one of these young, hungry backs who run in the wind, who putting their foot in the ground, exploding through these lanes. You already got a starter in Williams now, you know what I'm saying? So good as Melvin Gordon was for the Broncos, he wasn't bad. I think he's just expendable, man. You could spend that money somewhere else.
All right, so obviously Von Miller is no longer there. Malik Reed emerged as probably the best pass rusher this season. Do you bring him back?
I think Malik Reed is a good compliment to Chubb. He's nice on the other side of Chubb. He ain't really exploded and hit the scene, man. 6 sacks, 8 sacks in the last 2 years. So that ticket not going to be that high. That ticket not going to be nothing crazy. You can get him for the low. He got a great motor. I think he complement what Chubb do on the other side good. Keep Malik Reed.
Keep Malik Reed, spend that money to keep him. Where should you spend your money this weekend when it comes to the playoffs? Aqib and I decide as we look ahead to the divisional playoff weekend. Back with more Call to the Booth before we get out of here. Got to give you our betting picks for this upcoming weekend. First, let me update you on a little prop bet that we had going into last week. Most rushing yards throughout the duration of the playoffs. Aqib picked Tony Pollard.
Out of there.
Finished with out of there with 14. I picked Leonard Fournette. Did not play, but has a chance to play this weekend. And right now, producer Paul, who you see on your screen and you hear on the podcast app, Josh Allen has 66 yards. So now he is the leader in the clubhouse for now.
We've got a shot. We've got a shot.
Definitely got a shot.
All right, divisional round betting picks. Bengals +3 at Tennessee Titans, 47 over under. What do you like, Keith?
Oh, I love them Bengals wideouts, man. So I'm gonna go Bengals +3. I'll probably tease it and be +9, but I'm gonna go Bengals +3. I think they just overpower them outside, man. I don't see how the Titans gonna stop those receivers.
I agree with the Bengals +3. Don't know how I feel about that 47 over under just yet. Paul, like any of those? Or you? Yeah, I see you also like the +3.
Yeah, I'm on the Bengals +3 also. So we're all on the Bengals. Titans still giving up a ton of passing yards, even though their defense is better this year.
It's a bad matchup for them Titans.
Bad matchup indeed. 49ers +5 at Green Bay, 47.5 over under. Keep.
I'm gonna stay away from the over unders, man. It's either gonna be a super blowout or I don't know. I'm staying away from all the over unders, but I'm riding with A-Rod, man. Packers -5 at the crib. I need it.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Niners. I don't love it, but I've already invested in Niners futures. I've got them to win the NFC. I've got them to win the Super Bowl. So I'm just hoping they get to the NFC title game, and I've got a hedge spot. But I'll take the points. Don't love it, but I'll take the points.
Like the Packers on the money line. I don't know about the +5. Rams +3 at Tampa Bay, 48.5 over under. Keep.
Ooh, if anybody could beat these Bucks, it's the Rams, man. And they came out toting the rock. They look like they primed for a Super Bowl run. But I ain't betting against Tommy ever again. I'm taking the Bucks at the crib -3.
I'm going to take the Bucks too. This line was north of 3 before everyone watched the Rams blow out Arizona. So I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. So I'll lay the points with the Bucks. I like the Bucks -3.
I'm taking the Rams +3 for sure. They beat the Bucks in LA earlier this season. And I would say from a talent standpoint, the Bucks aren't as talented as they were at that point than they are now. But of course, Tom could figure it out. We'll see. And the best game of the weekend, it would seem, Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Bills getting 2.5, 54 over under. Keep.
That's the best game of the weekend.
In my opinion.
Adding fuel to the fire, Tommy. You know what I'm saying? First, they put you at 1 o'clock Sunday. Harrison said, you ain't the best game of the week. I'm riding with the Chiefs, man, -2. And I'm going 54 high. I'm leaving it alone. Chiefs -2.5.
All right, I'm going to take the Bucks, the Bills +2.5. I got that Josh Allen future to worry about. So I got the Bills +2.5. They beat them earlier this season. Do it again in Arrowhead.
Rolling with the Bills plus the 2.5. Before we get out of here, real quick, Paul has introduced some defensive backs that could win Super Bowl MVP as he looked at some future odds. He got to keep thoughts on it. So can you introduce us to the audience, please?
Yeah. So played 3 of them, and these are bombs, like long shots. So played Trayvon Diggs at 250 to 1. That's already dead. Tyrann Mathieu to win Super Bowl MVP was it's down to 150 to 1. It was 300 to 1. So I like that. That's got a chance. And Kevin Byard from the Titans, 400 to 1. Now the thinking is, based on history, you either got to have 2 picks or pick 6 for a defensive back or a defensive player to win Super Bowl MVP. Like James Harrison had a pick 6. So that's what we're counting on. These are long shots. Byard's still 400 to 1. Just get one of those guys into the game and you got a shot. But obviously you're betting way ahead of the Super Bowl. So that's why the odds are so long.
If the Titans get there, then Byard definitely got a shot, man. He a playmaker on D. He could come up with 2 picks in that game. He could come up with a fumble recovery and a touchdown and a pick. He could come up with 2 big plays easy. And if the Honey Badger get there, man,
right?
He can.
That's what he does. That's what he
does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like both of them.
There you go. You got your divisional round betting advice. Make sure you come back next week. We'll review and preview. Can't believe it. The AFC and NFC championship weekend. We're almost there. See you guys next time.